Hello everybody. It is Saturday the 8th of February 2025, or as my broker likes to say, happy Saturday. How are we all? What's going on? Hello Spud, Jeez, Nico, Pravus, Mish. How's it going? I found medieval versions of of songs. How are we? How's our week been? We are live for our weekly Saturday and Sunday stream at about 9 PM. We're running early today, which is a good sign. How are we? I've spent time doing research. Let me try and get it up for you. We'll keep the thing going. Okay, right. Let's get my notes up, because notes, Mead Academy. That made me. Oh yes, so we're I just bottled the mead. I'll get around to that in a minute. But look at this research I've done. So this is probably the biggest we can get it. I'm sorry. Every book that we are yet to find, we have about 120 books to find. This is most of them. I haven't done all of them. I'm all the way down to S. It's alphabetically organized. All the books that we are missing. Some of them. Do you know what's quite annoying? Half of these books are College of Winterhold, can be brought from the Orc librarian. So if we just go to the library and buy books, but I wonder if they're all there or if there's just a chance of it being there. Anyway, sometimes there's another location as well. Like this one, it's saying 16 Accords of Madness version 6. You can either find it in the Orc's inventory or in Nightcaller Temple. There is no other location. So I've actually done research now. This one, 16 Accords of Madness version 9, is only available by the Orc vendor. Some of these are really, really abstract. There was one I did earlier. Some of them have a whole bunch of things. Some of them are quest specific. What was that? It was one of the last ones, actually. Is this too small? Can we read all this? One of them was really mental. Look, 160 foot west of abandoned prison in Eastmarch. One of them, and a couple of them, I'm not sure if I actually want to include them, because sometimes there's, what was the, it was the churros recipe. Churros pie, a recipe. You can only find this book in Markarth, next door to the Treasury House, on the first terrace up, above the abandoned house. Enden's house, on a shelf to the right after entering. This book is written by the fella called Enden. He is the chef for the Jarl, and it's literally a note. It's a book of him, but it's not a book to me. It's in the official books category, but I don't think that's a book. There was another one. What was it called? It was mental. Other books. Riften Home Decorating Guide, given to the Dragonborn by the steward when Honeyside is purchased in Riften. I don't think they count as books. I've got them. I've added them just in case. This one. There's a book called Power of the Elements. Once the destruction skill reaches 90, and Faralda, that's the destruction mage at the Winterhold College, is spoken to, the destruction ritual spell quest begins. Imagine that. So for one of these books we have to get our destruction to 90. What the hell? What the hell? Anyway, so I have done my research. So this stream, turn this down a bit. This stream should be a little bit more organized. I'm quite excited. If I open Discord, will that come up on this main screen? Because the sort of inboxes I get, I don't want to show that on stream. But what I will show you is I made mead today. Well, I made mead before, but today, where am I? Let me open it in browser view. Here we go. Opening browser. There you go. Look at this. So this is me. So this is my second ever batch of mead. This is me in my kitchen. This is actually called, officially it's called aceglin. It's basically mead, which is honey, water, yeast, but it's with the inclusion of maple syrup. Add maple syrup, it's not mead anymore. It's called aceglin. So this is me sanitizing bottles. How exciting is that? This is me today. This is. So it's had 3 weeks of. There's me siphoning it down from the using gravity, using the ancient technique of siphoning out from the mead carboy into the bottles. There we go. And then at the end of it, how lovely is this? There you go. My second ever batch of mead. So batch mead 001 I made on the 13th of November, and that's at 7.8% alcohol. Kitchen review here. It says, so that was, this first batch was 2 weeks in one jug, and then 2 weeks in a separate jug, just to get the layer of dead yeast out of the process, and then 3 months bottling. 3 months is the 13th of February 2025. That's bloody next week. I'm going to go through all of those next week and then see what my mistakes were and what I should have done to improve this second batch, but I don't know yet because I haven't tasted the first one. And this one is done on the 8th of May. That's when it's ready. And this is a little bit stronger, 11.8. I think it's only because there's more sugar in it, because there's maple syrup, so it had more sugar to react with, I reckon. Who needs a bin chicken when we could theoretically procure some BIM kitchen? You're such a father. Hello, mate. Welcome in. And randomly, I want a fresh tab, but I want it off screen because I'm going to go to Facebook because I sent this to my mead friend. What was quite astounding to me, how do I open image in new tab? Does that dox me? Here we go. So this first batch of mead, so it's the same jug, okay? This jug, okay? It's 1 gallon, and that fits 4 liters, so eight jugs. Can you see them? Oh gosh. Anyway, 8 of them. In the first batch, it filled all 8 bottles. So I sanitized 8 bottles, but randomly, because I got it from an op shop, where can I find it? Here it is. This cheeky one, this little glass one here, 8 500ml bottles precisely. And I didn't want litre bottles because the longer you leave it, the better it gets. It says there's an upper limit. I think it says a year or 2 years, then there's diminishing returns. So like it won't improve past 2 years. So if I had litre bottles instead, then that's 4 opportunities to open it. I'll open it once at 3 months and then wait until 6 months. If I have 8 smaller bottles, then I can see how long. Does that make sense? So I'll open one 500ml bottle at the 3 month mark, and if it's crap, I've only wasted 500ml. I've got an extra 500ml to try it again at a later date. Does that make sense? So I've got 8 opportunities to open it and have it instead of just 4 litre bottles. But what I'm trying to tell you is, randomly, I got this from an op shop. This glass one, it's clear. Proper sampling technique, thank you. In your 1 gallon jug, do you seal it for a few weeks while the yeast is numbing the sugars and turning into alcohol, etc.? I do. Where's another photo? This is exciting stuff now, isn't it? Let me find a photo. Here it is. I leave it like this. Oh, it's not a good photo of the thing. Hold up. I know I've got more photos, don't you worry. What's this? Here we go. I'll do this one. This one. So, like this. So, that's specific, and that's water in there. What do they call that? They call that I forget what they call that. So it's sealed exactly like this. There's water in these 2 chambers here, so that the CO2 gas can escape when it builds up, and no air or impurities can come in. So yes, so it's not pressurized. It's filtered out. Siphon. I don't mean a siphon. I mean a airlock. I think they call that. And this is actually me. This is me 2 weeks ago. So the first 2 weeks of the process is in this jug, and you see all these sediment and dead yeast and horrible stuff that could. It won't improve it, and if you can see, look how murky that is compared to today. That's today. That was it 2 weeks ago. And that whole clearing up process, that will improve during the bottling phases. But also to get that horrible bit of... I've lost it already. I must have deleted it. That yeast sediment from the first 2 weeks where the yeast is going all mental. And... Did I delete it? I don't know why I deleted it. Let me get it back up. Here it is. It's been really hot here. So it went all violent and all that at the top. Can you see that? I can't see what you can see. Where my cursor is, at the neck of the bottle, it got so hot that the yeast was really, really reactive with the sugars, and it overflowed and went up into the airlock. And I've actually got a photo of that as well. Where did that go? Just bear with me 1 minute. I didn't expect to be on the mead. This is just an exciting day. An exciting day with mead. And it's so easy. Just honey, water, yeast. That is all you need. Beer is a little bit more complicated and expensive. Like this batch of mead, with the maple syrup, because maple syrup's expensive, it probably went to $40 for this whole 4 litres. Hello, Mutton. Welcome in. How are you? Welcome in. It's a video, and I say his name, so I don't want to show you. So to get rid of that, and then that for 2 weeks. What was I saying? No, but anyway, so I bought this bottle, the clear bottle. I bought that from an op shop because I liked it, and I randomly decided to sanitize that as well. So I was sanitizing, which was the photo there. So I was sanitizing the 8 bottles that I was going to use for that, and I did that as an extra one just because I thought, well, I bought it from an op shop. I bought it to be used in mead. I'll do it, and I'm so glad I did because I bloody lost it again. I needed it for some reason. I end up with more mead. So this is the batch. This is the first batch where I filled 8 500ml bottles. Here I filled 8 500ml bottles and virtually this smaller bottle. That was all going to go to waste. I'm so happy I randomly decided to sanitize that bottle. And one of the mistakes I learned from my first batch is a gallon is different in America and the I suppose the UK version, and a US gallon is 3 litres, but a UK gallon is 4 litres. That's not the conversion. But anyway, I had all these sanitized, but I had 6 bottles out, and when I was siphoning it in the bottling phase, I realised I had so much left that I needed 2 extra emergency bottles. I think I had to cut off the siphon.
Music app where you can listen to ad-free playlists.
If I'm not getting paid for the ad, I'm not letting you sit through it. So I had to quickly get these to yes. So I had to shut off the siphon and start it again just for these last 2 bottles. And this one's a little bit lower than the rest, a little bit lower, but that's still fine. But this one had a whole other bottle. How mental is that? How exciting is that? And Skyrim isn't that friendly to tab in and out of. So what I've actually done is I've actually got a pen and paper today. So just because it's easier than tabbing out of. So every book that I find, I'll be writing in my little $1 exercise book with a date in the corner. Just because it's easier than tabbing out of Skyrim. So with all of that out of the way, are we ready? Stronghold, what a game, eh? Bannerlord, what a game, eh? Where's that behind me? There it is, Bannerlord. Okay, here we go. A lot of other streamers have all this prepared, don't they? I'm gonna. There you go. This is what streamers have to use Steam as well. We are famous, but we have to use the same programs you do. It's hard for us as well.